All right, so now we should be live, and I'm gonna now, let me see, do this. I'm gonna show you a map. I'm going to do that. Okay, so now we're on a map. Now I'm gonna send you, let's do this. All right, come over, where is it? All right. Okay, do this. I'm gonna kill that. All right, so now you're on your computer. I just sent you a link. If you get that link, just click on it and you will be on Facebook, and I'm going to show you a map of the area. And then we're going to search so I'll show you kind of where it is. Then we're going to pull up the multiple listing service. Do you see them? Do you see? Am I clicking on the first one? Click here. Yes. 7 of our hottest, or am I going to? No, go to the very top. It's the very top thing. It should say. Paramount Construction. No, it's a Facebook link, actually. Oh, I see. Just the very first one. Yeah. Okay, I think I'm. And then. Facebook.com. I think I'm almost there. Facebook.com, right? And then you'll see a map. It says video. Let me try the other one. Maybe because the other one maybe wasn't. Let's see what's happening here. You should be on Facebook, Mag and Homes, I think. Yeah. And it should say live. There should be a red live button there. Okay. So I'm on the page. And good. There's still more stuff downloading, I guess. So this reads maganhomes.com. It's got videos, but there's nothing else on my screen. It must be a. All right, let me try this again. I go here. I think I'm there live. Okay, I'm with you. Okay. All right, so you now see a map, and there's. It says live. Do I see the? Oh, yep, I see the map. Yep. All right, now there may be a little bit of a delay of what you're looking at, so of me talking and the maps. Now I'm going to pull out on the map, and I'm going to get rid of that. Let me do this. Get rid of this. Now. The area, so I'm actually at our sales model right now, and the sales model is going to show as this blue dot, and there's probably a 30-second delay with me talking and you looking at that screen. Okay. Yeah, because it's still on it still just shows an arrow on my part. Right. You know, arrow. And so you see that there's a blue dot. I'm going to blow it up a little bit. So I'm actually at our sales model on Radnor. Actually, this is actually off a little bit, but it's actually at Tanglewood and Radnor. Right to the right of that mouse. Now, you want to be in Chevy Chase, right? Chevy Chase, I mean, they're so close. Right. So I'm open. Right. I mean, they're neighbors, right? They're neighbors. It's used interchangeably all the time. Bethesda, Chevy Chase. So you can see where it says Bright Radnor. That's where I'm sitting right at. It's actually up one block. This is off a little bit, but that's close enough. So I'm sitting a 22-minute walk to downtown Bethesda. Well, that's how we're. So I've got a bunch of stuff all over town. So I'm moving out a little bit now. So the property that one of the properties that I think we can get for like 700-ish is in an area along the river. It's called Glen Echo Heights. I'm going to blow that up. Well, actually, that map will move to the left in a second, but it's to the left towards the river, and I've got a lot there that's 6,800 square foot that we're trying to acquire right now. It's not publicly on the market, and a phenomenal neighborhood. $3 million plus homes in that neighborhood. Right, yeah. I mean, great area. I live in that kind of general area. No, I don't live in Glen Echo Heights, but I kind of live in that general area. So easy access to downtown Bethesda, to McLean, to DC, to Rockville. Great location. All the restaurants downtown Bethesda. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, and so what's the time frame? So let's assume, come this summer, I'm ready to move forward. What's the duration? Like, how long does it take from start to finish? Are we talking about a year and a half?
So,
to build everything?
Good question. So here's a timeline. Now, you'll see a timeline on the screen right in a second here. See how many second delay is this? So our model is once you put the property under contract, you'd settle on the property in about 2 to 3 months. So if you had the property under contract today, you'd settle on the property in 2 or 3 months. Permitting will take another 3 or 4 months. We cannot control that, but that's roughly how long Montgomery County will take. And then construction, 6, 7, 8 months. If it's a super high-end, large custom home, it could take even longer. So that's our model. You see that chart?
The chart hasn't come up. I'm still looking at a map.
Okay. There'll be a little graph.
It hasn't come up yet.
Let me go back and check this.
But I wrote 3 to 4 months to settle on the property. I'm assuming that's the length.
Well, I'd say 2 or 3 months to settle. So if you had it under contract today, you'd settle on it in 2 or 3 months. Permitting is probably another 3 or 4 months. We cannot control that, but that's what we target. And then construction, 6, 7, 8 months, depending on what we're building, is kind of the model. Do you see the graph now?
No, my dear, it still hasn't come up. No.
Huh.
That's right. I mean, you gave me the time.
Okay.
That's fine. So I was right. So roughly around a year and a half. Because if I do the numbers on the high end, 8 days is
right.
So roughly, 16 months. I just will round it up to a year and a half.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Now let's go back to the first question. Let's look at there's 2 sources of property. One is my private list and the other is a public list. The public list is much, much smaller than my private list. Now I'm going to go into the real estate database, the multiple listing service, and I'm just going to pull up in Bethesda. I'm going to put in Bethesda and Chevy Chase. I'm just entering that in the filter now. Bethesda and actually that should come up in 30 seconds or so. Did you ever see that graph of the timeline?
No, it never came up, but that's okay.
What's up? Is the map still up?
No, I'm on nope, it never came up. It still has me on the map, and the map is buffering, but no graph came up.
Okay. All right.
I'm just looking for, I don't know if something else is ready to come up or not.
Okay. Well, I'll send you a copy of this. Okay. So I'm putting in Chevy Chase and Bethesda, and I'm going to put in what's for sale as a tear down lot from say 0 to 800,000, and 14 things come up on the public market. So I'm pulling up that in a list. And so of the 14, one's on River Road, so you don't want that. Actually, that's historic. You can't even build on it. One is on Singleton Drive. I think that has 495 in the backyard. Let me just click on that one and see. Yep, 495 is right in the backyard, so you really don't want that one. Let me go back to one is on Berkshire. Now, this one would be a good one. So this one is near Old Georgetown Road. It's near the shopping center. This is 6032 Berkshire. It's $675,000. I click. That's correct. I think a 675 is lower than 7. Is it still the case? I think it is. Yes. So yes, that's a good number. So we blow up, and I'm blowing up the map now. You can see where that is. It's actually, you could walk to Starbucks. You could, probably take a short Uber to the metro. It's in a very good area. The lot's flat, and the price, and it's been on the market for 80 plus days. That's something we probably want to look at immediately. Because I don't know, maybe it's priced too high. So what we could do is go after that one aggressively. So that is a good one. Let's go back to the list. So of the 14, that's a good one. Here's another. The one right under it is also good. It's asking $698. It's a little bigger lot. It's a corner lot, same general area. You may hear a little bit of beltway noise because it's 2 blocks to the beltway. So you may hear a little noise. Every property is going to have some pluses and minuses. That's definitely the relative negative of that one. But that price is $698. It's been on the market just a handful of days, so we may not have as much wiggle room on the negotiation. Let's just see how many days on the market that one has been. I'm going to do this. I'm going to insert a column here. I'm going to hit days on market here. I can't
see any of this good stuff you're doing.
I will send you something. Yep.
When you said near the mall and stuff, because I like that area over there.
Okay. So this has been on the market 6 days. We may have less negotiation on that one. Next one is Bradley Boulevard. I don't think you want that. Next one is Husted. Let me just see where Husted is and Chevy Chase. I mean, you might like this one if you really want Chevy Chase.
How much is it?
This is 709. To me, it's not as good of a neighborhood. Let me just see. Yeah, I mean, to me, it's not as good real estate, but you may, because you want a Chevy Chase, you may like this one. This is also kind of near the Beltway, so you're probably going to hear some Beltway noise. I mean, to me,
the timeline just came up. It's just a long delay, I think.
Right. Now, so this Husted one, to me, is really not good real estate at all.
Let's skip it.
Yeah, I would skip that one. Let's go back here. Bradley Boulevard, I'd skip that. The Beech Tree ones with River Road in the backyard. Old Georgetown Road. You don't want to be on Old Georgetown Road. This one on Noel Drive in Wingate is an interesting one. Wingate's a very good area. They're asking $749. It's a very good area. Probably a little flexibility in that price. Edgevale Court would be an interesting one, but you have the purple line right in your backyard, so I probably steer clear of that one. I think the one I have is probably I've got a number of these, but I think mine are probably better than any of these. There's another one on Singleton that you can have the 495 in your backyard again. Let me just see. Yep, it's right on Old Georgetown Road. You don't want that one. And you've got Grub Road. I think that's out of the action. Danbury Road. So this is now 800. Where's Danbury Road? Alta Vista. So, and I'm coming back. So that's the 14 that are publicly on the market. My list is actually much larger than that, and probably much better than that. So, for example, I've got one at 785 that is a 15-minute walk to the Friendship Heights Metro. It's a beautiful 7,700 square foot lot. The Halbert model would be great on that one. That is at Baltimore Avenue. That one is actually publicly on the market. That's a darn good one. So Baltimore Avenue is right. And you'll have it. I'll get a copy of this to you. Baltimore Avenue is right here. It's near River and Western. It's near Lord and Taylor, Friendship Heights, Whole Foods. You can walk to Whole Foods, Bloomingdale's. Oops. Hey.
Yeah.
Me and technology. Okay. The Friendship Heights Metro, Maggiano's, Capitol Grill. I mean, a phenomenal area. So that's at 5209 Baltimore Avenue. Great area. Where are you going to work?
So that's the nice thing. I do consulting work. So right now I work a lot out of my house or I'm at client site. So that's one of the reasons why I'm looking outside of where I am, because I'm working with more and more clients in DC and Virginia.
Okay.
And so the good thing right now is, I can get right on the metro, or I should say on the train, because Penn Station is right down the street from me.
Right. Get into DC. Right.
Yeah. But like, for example, one of my clients that I work with is all the way in Fairfax, and it's a 2-hour commute.
Right.
So, am I ever going to get away from that if I'm working with clients on a national level? No. But would I like to be, if I'm going to be working with clients in DC and Virginia, a little bit more centrally located? Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're along the west side of the river, in Bethesda, Chevy Chase, to get to Fairfax would be very easy.
Public transportation.
Right.
Yeah.
So the first one I mentioned that I think we can get it for 700 is in the Glen Echo Heights. So now I'm pulling up a map, and you'll get all of this. So I'm pulling up a map.
So here's my other question. I saw, because I'm going to have to go I got to go at 12:30.
Sure. Yep.
But the email or the video walked me through a model. Is there do you have a physical model that I can see?
I'm sitting in it. No, I don't have a physical model of the Halbert. The Halbert we built many versions of the Halbert. The one we built was on Trumbull Terrace in DC, and the folks we built it for sold it for, I think, like $1.7 million or something a couple years ago, and they're now living in Europe, I understand. But I've got many versions of the Halbert around town. Hard to get in these; they're occupied. I've got it's definitely not a Halbert. Every one of these are different. So I've got another one under construction now. It's kind of a modern farmhouse where is it? It is in McLean. Once we're working together, we could take you into that one. Right now, they're drywalling it. That is on Sheridan Court. So we could take a tour of that one. Again, all of these are unique because we've never designed or built the same house twice. They're all completely different.
Yeah, so looking at this is just really the concept, and then you and I can, customize it based on my likings. Like I said, I like the panel refrigerator and that kind of stuff. I don't want this. I got stainless steel in the house I'm in now. I don't want that anymore. I want the panel, the refrigerator. I forget now the name that it's called.
Yeah, so it would not be you and me. It would be you and Kevin, because you don't want me to do anything. Kevin's the brains with this stuff. Kevin's our architect, so you would work with Kevin and our interior design staff, and they will create whatever you want. So that would be the process.
900 square feet on each floor is more than enough for 3 little people.
Right.
Okay, perfect. All right, and so I know now I need to give you $500. I assume that's for, what is that for? Do I need to do that as part of this process, or?
Yeah. So here's what you do. It's you sign 2 agreements: buyer broker agreement, confidentiality agreement, one-time $500 fee. The $500 fee is for an unlimited number of feasibility studies, custom design, and prices of every property we look at, and a comparative market analysis of everything we look at. I'm going to try to, let me see.
On my end, so knowing that this is a year and a half, I think you're right. Like, I wouldn't sell my house until we were closer, like, because I won't have a place to live and I don't want to move twice. So I would have the time when to put my house on the market, because a year and a half, I don't think my house would be on the market clearly that long. I think it would sell within a few months, if not sooner. Right.
So that's what everybody, if you can, you move for convenience, you only want to move once. So you wait till the new home's done. You've got a ton of equity in your property. And then you would put yours on the market a few months before completion of the new house. Then you only move one time. You'll get a construction perm loan. I'll send you a lender. A 10-minute call with the lender will be an eye-opener. You tell them what you already told me. I don't think you have any issues at all. It is the cheapest way to do it. So I'll send you those agreements. I'll send you the lender. You should call the lender next. If you want to meet at our sales model, it's in Bethesda. Let me know what time, what day. I'll meet you. And then I answer any questions you have. Show you how to do the whole thing. And yes, that is the way to do this one. So if you want to do like a 1-2, 1-3 in Bethesda, this is the way to do it. It's a relatively smaller house, but we'll design it just the way you want it. It'll be a version of the Halbert. It'll have exactly what you want. It will be designed to the lot, because we've never designed or built the same home twice, and everything we do is designed to fit exactly on the lot. That is what people want these days.
Yeah, and like I said, Rob, I'm only doing this one more time, so this is it. I don't like moving.
I agree. Well, and you're moving to a great Bethesda, Chevy Chase. This whole area is pretty solid.
Yeah. Okay, so I have some processing to do on my end. I'll look for your email, and obviously I'll talk to the construction perm loan lender. I guess that's who you're going to.
I will send you, just based on what you told me, I'll send you a good lender that'll be very good rates and terms. They can do. They can lock in today's rate on the end loan for a year and a half out. They can lock the rate in today. So if rates go up in a year, you would be locked into today's rate.
Okay. Which
is pretty good.
Yeah. Is it 4% right now? I'm not looking online to see what
it's probably a little higher right now. I would guess it's 4.75 or 4.5. I would guess. But a construction perm loan is 3 loans in one. It's the short-term loan to acquire the land. It's the short-term loan to fund the building of the home. And it's the long-term loan that will convert those 2 short-term loans into the end loan. And it's one-time closing, so you're not getting 3 different loans, which would be crazy and costly.
Okay, so this is great. Okay. Oh, well, I am looking forward to doing business with you. I appreciate you holding my hand. I look for the email with everything we talked about, and then I am working today, so I may not get a chance to call the guy until tomorrow.
No problem. Call me with any questions, and I look forward to meeting you at our sales model in Bethesda.
Yes, and let's wait after this week, because it's going to be a brutal one as far as the cold.
No problem.
Okay. Thank you so much, Rob.
Okay, hopefully that was helpful.
Oh, it was extremely helpful. Extremely. Thank you so much.
Okay, great.
Talk with you soon.
Okay, I look forward to it. So if you would like to see more cool new home plans, building lots, check out our website or stop by our sales model. We're usually open Saturdays and Sundays from 1 to 3 Saturday, 1 to 4 on Sunday by appointment during the week. And I'm happy to answer any questions you have and show you the best process given your situation. If you're looking for a new home in Bethesda, Arlington, Chevy Chase, McLean, Washington, D.C., we build inside the Beltway. We focus on the best neighborhoods in the best school districts. So look forward to meeting you and answering any questions that you might have with your next new home.